modern reason is, these are sad facts, very sad, and I know the questions very well, but I am afraid I don't have any answers. One is, our food is actually hollow food. It is devoid of nutrition because of the type of agriculture that we have been practicing in the last 50, 60 years. The minerals are all drained away. And we are just feeding our land potash and urea and whatnot, a handful of chemicals, and getting our Sona Masuri rice, ultra refined grains and so forth. We are stopped eating coarse grains. So as a consequence, you see this cholesterol problem across the world, they are attributing it to butter, ghee, whatnot. Believe you me, 80 to 90% of the problem is because the worldwide soil copper is lost. Our food doesn't have enough copper, and it is not good enough to drink water in a copper vessel. This elemental copper is inorganic, the body cannot recognize it. So all these minerals are first fixated by the soil microbes, delivered into an organic matrix which is taken further by the plant. So lack of copper is one reason for this cholesterol surge. Similarly, the epidemic of sleeplessness, mobile phone, the other things, calcium and magnesium. I have a simple solution for this. You take equal quantities of white teal and jeera, roast them separately, powder them. Okay, so if you have had 500 grams of jeera, 500 grams of white teal, roast and powdered, you add about good quality organic ghul, jaggery, just about 100 grams. Take 2 spoons of this mixture in any form every day. That will take care of 100% of your calcium requirements. It will give you 65% of your magnesium, and it will give you about 45% of your zinc also.
सफ़ेद तिल जीरा और थोड़ा सा गुड़, 500 ग्राम सफ़ेद तिल, 500 ग्राम जीरा, 100 ग्राम गुड़.
So just try this and make sure that you are eating some citrus fruit every day. No, any time you can take. It just has to get into your stomach. In any form, you mix it with rice or swallow it with water, no problem.
कहाँ गया वो शुक्ला जी? तो सुनना चाहिए यहाँ.
So just to make sure
किचन वाले.
that you are eating citrus fruits on a regular basis.
हाँ, ये कैसे तो ओपन तो करना चाहिए सबके लिए.
Deshmukh, we were speaking about that certain metabolic processes take place during night, during certain hours. What is the science?
The science is body is at rest. Okay?
सौरभ यहीं रहो, सुनते रहो.
And conscious part of the brain is shut off. And body utilizes this phase to overactivate certain other deeper brain areas. And these deeper brain areas take over the process of recovery and healing, acting through the appropriate hormonal networks. That is how it works. So body is at rest. Certain areas of the brain become overactive, but not the conscious part.
Then which hour of the night we shouldn't miss, we should not skip the sleep?
Actually, the entire sequence. Sleep architecture depends upon 7 to 9 hours of sleep, depending upon your body weight. If you are lighter, you need less sleep. If you are eating more fruits and vegetables, you need less sleep. If you are eating more sweets and fried food, you need more sleep. So it's like that. So the cursor fluctuates depending upon your habits also. It's a variable over which you have some control, but not complete control. And ideally, you must be asleep 2 hours before midnight. You must be in bed and asleep for healthful sleep architecture to start. And the process of waking, if it naturally happens towards, let us say, 4 or 5, that represents healthful sleep architecture.
What should be the frequency of meals a day?
You can opt between 3-meal formula or a 2-meal formula. For most elderly people after 50-60, 2-meal formula works very well. One full meal, that is brunch, had it, let us say, the earliest possible, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, ideally before noon. Because once the clock crosses noon, body metabolism shifts over. If you are eating the first meal at 1:30, the body will have a problem with that. So any time before 11:30 is a good time to eat the first meal of the day. Go on drinking water in small quantities through the day. Afternoon, you have a platter of fresh fruits. Eat as much as you like, even if you are a diabetic, eat. And then towards the evening, have another complete meal. And the
Before
whole
sunset.
window, if it is less than 7 to 9 hours, it is called intermittent fasting. And if no
How
food-
late this third meal should be, or how early?
before 7 o'clock is recommended.
Third meal.
Second meal.
Third,
No,
Third
third
also
is the
7
fruit
o'clock.
platter, na?
Fruit
In between is the
platter is the
fruit
third
platter.
meal.
first and second के बीच fruit.
हाँ, फर्स्ट जो है वो मॉर्निंग में आप पूरा खाना खाइए और शाम को पूरा खाना खाइए और बीच में फल खा लीजिए.
After 7 no meal.
After 7 nothing, go only water.
जैनी बन जाइए.
अरे हम कर रहे हैं.